Hey, vinyl community. It's not Nick Fowler of the Vinyl Den, though I get mistaken for him a lot when I wear this shirt. People come up to me and like, hey, it's Nick from the Vinyl Den. I was expecting him to be a lot taller, but no. It's just me, Trevor. How you doing? This is just showing off what I got for RSD 2021 Drop 2. It was a good time. This is probably by far the earliest I've ever gotten to a record store day function. I was trying to get a nap in before I was gonna go in. I was gonna go in at like midnight to get in line, and I don't know. Early in the day, tried to get a nap in, and I got up at like 7 o'clock Friday, and my wife's just like, well, if you can't sleep, just go. I'll drop you off. Okay. So get to High Voltage Records in Tacoma, Washington. Got there at 8 o'clock. I was fifth in line, which is really good. I mean, because there was a certain title that they listed as only having 2 copies of it, and it turned out they only had 1, which, you know, gets me thinking what that other copy, what happened to it. But anyhow, spoiler, I did end up getting it, but we'll get to that. It was cool just talking to the people that were in line. Got to meet some really great people. We didn't exchange numbers or Facebook info or any of that, but, you know, really great people. And, you know, we're all there for different stuff, which was kind of relieving, you know, so we weren't like fighting for it. But, yeah, it was a good time. And, you know, especially when the bars were letting out at 2 and seeing all those shenanigans going on, and noticing that the Tacoma police don't really want to hang out there in those hours. So, yeah, it was entertaining to say the least. So, anyhow, let's get to brass tacks and show off what I got. The first few things I'm going to bring up are just things I just kind of grabbed last second, because all they were selling was just RSD titles. You couldn't go into the regular part of the store. So I had 3 things I was going to get, and these other 2 things I just kind of like, yeah, I'll grab it, why not? So first one, which was a very last minute one, was the 7-inch from St. Vincent. It's a couple of covers on here. The A side is Piggy from 9 Inch Nails. I believe on drums is Dave Grohl, which kind of leads into my next, or in a couple picks there, but which sounds really cool. And the B side is Sad But True from Metallica, which is also going to be released on a Black Album tribute album. I guess the money's going to charity, because there's like 53 tracks and it's all songs from the Black Album from Metallica. But I like St. Vincent's version of Sad But True. Kind of like Piggy, has a very 9 Inch Nails feel to it. Almost sounds like Closer from 9 Inch Nails. But, you know, it's one of those things I like in a cover, where you take it into another area and not be just a carbon copy. So anyway, St. Vincent. And also, if you're wondering why I'm not wearing my Clark Kent glasses, I was tired of seeing the light ring on there. So that's that. Anyway, back to the subject. The next one, which was a last second grab, I was really debating on getting it, was the second album from Lamb of God, As the Palaces Burn. I got this on CD the day it came out back in 2003. Also, this is, you know, a replacement outer sleeve. I do like putting the hype sticker back on them. I'm sure many of you do that too. It's This is the first time I ever got some from Craft Recordings, which I know probably many of you really dig their stuff, but kind of cool. It's got a insert with some liner notes that I have yet to read. It's been a busy weekend. And insert with lyrics. Probably replace the inner sleeve. This is kind of paper, but the disc itself is kind of cool. The red splatter, different colors in there. Looks like red, white, and blue. A side, very cool. And I'm glad I got it. It does sound pretty good. I mean, I haven't listened to this album in forever. I kind of haven't really listened to Lamb of God a whole lot the last several years, but really dug it. Nice and heavy. Now, the next one, as I said about Dave Grohl, a lot of people got this one. DGs Hail Satin. And I'm sure this has gone around, you know, describing what it is. It's, you know, the A side is Foo Fighters doing Bee Gees covers, disco era. Well, that and also Shadow Dancing from Andy Gibb, who was not a Bee Gee. A lot of people think he was in the Bee Gees. He was a brother of the Bee Gees, but not an actual Bee Gee. And then the B side is live versions from their last album, Medicine at Midnight, which personally I'm one of the few people that didn't really, I'm still not into that album, but you know, I'll listen to it nonetheless. I listened to the A side, of course, and it was fantastic. And I was really surprised at the aftermarket on this thing. I mean, last look yesterday, which was Sunday, I mean, the cheapest one I saw on Discogs is going for $165. I mean, this was like a $25, $26 album. My wife did come with me. She got there a little later, and she got a second copy of it because a friend of mine couldn't make it. So she trudged with me. So I was really proud of her for that because she's not into this stuff, but she did help, which was amazing. Now, to the two I was originally going to get from, you know, when I saw the list. This one I've had on CD for years. It's a classic amongst classics. And that is what I consider a real quintessential California punk rock album. And that's Fear, the record. With classics like Let's Have a War, I Don't Care About You, I Love Living in the City. It's amazing. And it says Preston multicolor vinyl. But there's a little bonus in there. This is kind of like just a cloudy white. It's translucent, but definitely not transparent. It does come with a stencil that I probably never used, kind of mock up the cover, and the multicolor part, which is something I forgot to grab. They also include the 7-inch for, close your ears, kids, for Fuck Christmas. They have the A side is just the uncensored version, and then the B side is just the bleeped version, which I don't know why you'd play it in the first place, but hey, I guess if you have members of the family at Christmas time and, you know, they'll turn to stone if they heard a cuss word, well, that's for them. So anyway, now my number one pick, which is a controversial one, I was surprised to see it on the list when it first came out. The list came out, and I was super excited. This is something I had on cassette back in high school when it came out. And I was just like, oh, cool. I was going to be able to get it on vinyl, because trying to find a vinyl copy used will run you in the, you know, mid 100 area easily. So the band members were trying to fight it because they don't own the rights to this album. And somehow they got it to the point where it was off the list. But when I saw videos of stores doing unboxing of their RSD titles, and all of a sudden I started seeing copies of this album, I'm like, that's strange. I thought it was off the list. Well, it was off the list, but product was manufactured. Orders were completed. They got sent out. So it's an official release. I'm sorry to say, I know the guys from this band didn't want anyone to buy it, but people are going to buy it if it's out. So it's legit, you know, kind of a sorry not sorry thing, but this is one of my favorite albums from the 80s, and that is The Age of Quarrel from Cro-Mags. Quintessential New York hardcore. I mean, of course, those in the hardcore community know We Gotta Know. Even some just in the metal community know We Gotta Know. Heaviest intro ever. I mean, just brutal. And it goes into 30 minutes of great New York hardcore. And just, you know, backside picture of the band, which on the inner sleeve, black and white picture of the band, lyrics, and vinyl, great. Red with black splatter, I guess, smoke, whatever. And yeah, I played this a couple times yesterday, and it's amazing. So I am thoroughly glad that I got this in my collection. So there we go. Well, we got through another one. So hey, in the comments, let me know what you got, what you didn't get, what you're hoping to get. Tell me about how your stores are in your area, or if you got anything, you know, after the fact, secondary market, whatever. And oh, and I should say before, if you like my stuff, hit subscribe. I can't even talk. I gotta get ready for work anyway. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It don't matter. So anyway, let's hope that I can make it to RSD Black Friday. I doubt it, but we'll see what's on there. So anyway, you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.